I'd like to show you how I tie my simple paternoster rig for feeder fishing. And it is simple. It's a fixed paternoster. In international rules, you have to use a sliding paternoster, but anywhere where it's non-commercial, normal, the wild waters in Ireland, you can use a fixed paternoster is the most trouble-free rig you can have. And when you're fishing a feeder, when you think about it, you just never want it tangling. And this one I'm going to show you never tangles. And it's so simple. You just take your main line or your shock leader. Doesn't need to be very long, just fold it in half, twist it round. It really, all it is an overhand loop. Just twist it round the two fingers. See this loop here, you've got to pull it round and put it back through. So you've got to twist it over, back through that loop. I usually have one, it's usually only 8-10 centimetres long, something like that. Just wet it before you pull it and then tighten it up. And that's all you need to do. It's just one knot. And then you can, on this loop, you can thread your swivel so that you can clip your feeder on. You just eliminate all your knots. So if you push this part of the loop through your swivel, it's quite a thick line that. It's just push that through, you can imagine it. Push it through, pull it round. So really there's not a knot there. You've just threaded that through, and then your feeder can clip on. You can chop and change your feeder. Now you can cast with that all day long. Let me hold it up for you, and you'll see how that hangs off, how that loop hangs off there. Just coming off that way. And on the end here, I either put a loop, or else there's a little attachment that you can get, which is like a micro swivel, which you can use as well, or else you can tie a loop on there. I use one of these loop ties if I want a small loop. If I want to keep it light, just one of those loop ties, just to tie a tiny loop on there on the end, and you can trim that off to length, so it's perfect. And another tip that I must tell you, when you're fishing a hook length for a feeder, always use fluorocarbon. This one's 0.17, and that's generally about the size I would use. Why fluorocarbon? The fish can't see it, but that doesn't really matter in coloured water, but it doesn't twist up so easily. It's a little bit stiffer, so fluorocarbon 15, 17, 19, that's the best for your hook lengths.